I bet you guys are wondering where I'm at after that intense little off-roading experience that I just went through. I just did off-roading up through mountains, 20-something miles. That was pretty intense. Normally I can see my route when I, look it up on the GPS and everything, but when I was looking up my route to see the roads, it didn't show that road right there. I should have known. That's why I didn't show that road. So yeah, I just did 20-something miles of off-roading up through mountains. And I am now literally deep in the middle of nowhere. This place is pretty secluded. It was like an hour off the interstate, and it's pretty close to the Mexico border. But it looked really cool when I saw it, when I found it. So I'm here for 4 days, and I can't wait to go explore this area. It's gonna be hard for you guys to tell, but through the trees you can kind of see the rock formations. There's lots of rock formations on these mountains out here, which is pretty cool. So yeah, just got here, time to relax, set my Jeep up for my camping, and yeah, relax for the rest of the day. This is actually a telescope. It's pretty cool. You get up here to the peak and you get to look out the telescope. Huh. I just looked through it. Guess I'll go hike back up. Well, after doing 20 plus miles of off-roading up through mountains, which was pretty intense for me, especially since I didn't expect that, I get to the location that I was pretty excited to come and see. And first of all, I stopped at the visitor center that they have, and just want to let you guys know it's not an actual national park. Now, we all know national parks are now making us YouTubers get permits and pay hundreds of dollars for permits just to film in their national parks. Well, this is not a national park. I'm actually outside of it right now. So inside their visitor center, they have a big, huge sign that says for professional photography or videos, blah, 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 you must get a permit. So I asked them what the permit consists of. Well, it was $200 for the permit. I'm not paying $20 for a permit. I'm sorry. So it was a little disappointing. I guess now more places besides national parks are actually starting to do this, charging us YouTubers and professional photographers and stuff to take pictures of beautiful Mother Nature, which I just don't get it. And then the place that I went to, that I'm outside of the place right now, it wasn't even busy. Like, it wasn't busy at all. There was hardly anybody here. And then also, it's pretty secluded. Like, you have to drive pretty far out and do some intense off-roading just to get to that place. So I'm sure they don't get a whole lot of visitors. Actually, I guarantee you they don't get a whole lot of visitors. So it was pretty disappointing. I was supposed to be at this place for like 3 days. Well, due to getting that news yesterday when I first got here, I did stay overnight. And the reason why I stayed overnight is because I just did all that off-roading and all that stuff, you know, to get to this secluded area. And then I still wanted to see it, you know, so I did. I went and drove this morning, went and saw it. But also last night while I was sleeping, I got no sleep whatsoever because there were some kind of critters that kept going underneath the hood of my Jeep. So 4 different times I had to get up and I had to keep lifting up the hood of my Jeep to see if I could find them. And they must have heard me open the door because there was nothing under my hood. I know there were critters underneath the hood of my Jeep. I even left it cracked because that's what you're supposed to do when you're out in the wilderness and stuff. So that they were so inside of my hood that it sounded like they were coming through the dashboard. So I kind of freaked out thinking that they were going to come through the dashboard and they were going to come through my Jeep. I'm concerned about my little one. Like, I went to sleep last night with her harness on her and the leash right beside me and my jacket right beside me in case one of the critters did come inside my Jeep. I would be prepared to grab everything and get out of my Jeep. So that was a very sleepless night due to that. I haven't really, you know, traveling 2.5 years and just staying in the middle of nature and everything, I haven't really dealt with that before. I mean, I dealt with it one other time, but it wasn't as bad as what last night was. So that was a little disturbing because I don't want the wires getting ate up underneath the hood of my Jeep or them messing up something underneath the hood of my Jeep, because it happens. And that would be an expensive fix right there. So with that last night, and then also them wanting $200 for a freaking permit to film in this secluded, isolated, non-busy area, I decided that I'm just going to go ahead and just move on. So this morning when I did go and check out the area, I just drove through, and then, You have to drive up a mountain. They call it, you're going up an island in the sky. So you literally are driving up a mountain. And when you get to the very top, there's a little hike. And I think it was like a little over a mile. It wasn't even that much of a hike. It was like a little over a mile. So I did that little hike, and that was actually the highest peak in the whole entire area. So it was a little nice hike. I will show a little bit of footage of that, but I'm not mentioning, you know, where this place is or anything like that. But hey, I busted my butt doing that hike right there this morning, so I'm sharing that footage with you guys. So just heading on now to the next spot. Little disappointed that I couldn't film this place, because it was a beautiful area, and I was excited to come see it, and I was excited that it was so secluded and isolated and everything. But guess this is the world we live in now.